Hey guys, so since I moved to Ibaraki Prefecture, I haven't yet had the chance to go out and do some video game hunting, and it is a beautiful June day today, so I'm going to bike about 20 minutes away from my apartment, and we're gonna hit up BookOff. BookOff always has really good selection when it comes to video games, retro video games, used video games, even new stuff, so let's just go over there and see what they have. Alright guys, right off the bat we're going to start with PlayStation 2 games, and I already can't help but notice that they have Gantz, the video game. This anime is very stupid. I wonder if the game is just as dumb. But if you're into the show, you can pick this up for less than 20 bucks. The amount of horror-esque games that, Japan puts out is insane. Here we have Prince of Tennis. I'm not sure this game ever came out in the US, but I remember the anime airing on Cartoon Network back in the day. I wonder if the game is any fun. Tennis games, we generally can't mess up too bad. Here's some PlayStation 1 titles. It's just fun to dig through and see what kind of crazy, wacky things there are, especially with PlayStation 1 games. Dragon Quest game. Only $9 about. Final Fantasy Collection. What do they mean by collection? What is actually in here? It just says Final Fantasy Collection. Actually, I'm not sure. If you're in the comments section and you know, they have a lot of them here, not only these, but over here too. But not exactly sure what's inside of them. Of course, you've got your Mega Man games, or this is, in Japan they say Rockman. But yeah, these are really cool. They have quite a bit of these. Rockman, Rockman 2, Rockman 8, Rockman X4, all of these as well. Even down here, they have a whole section of them. And yeah, it looks like the prices aren't bad at all. Coming over here, it looks like we have a whole bunch of different stuff. I see some Game Boy Color games up there, some Game Gear games even. Wow. I used to actually own a Game Gear. No clue what this is. But I really only had Sonic the Hedgehog games for it. This looks wacky. Oh, this is for Game Boy. Conan, really popular in Japan. Some Yu-Gi-Oh game. This is also Game Boy. Actually, Game Boy games is how I used to be able to learn how to play the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. You can never go wrong with a copy of Pokemon Fire Red. The amount of anime games I remember not coming to the States is crazy. I don't remember if the One Piece game came, but I really don't think that Inuyasha came to the States, that's for sure. Oh, this definitely didn't. Azumanga Daioh, the Game Boy Advance game. How cute. This would be fun to pick up and play, actually. I do believe that the Fullmetal Alchemist game maybe came out in the US. This looks really fun. I know that some of the PlayStation 2 titles did come out for Fullmetal Alchemist. And down here we have some Dreamcast games. Now, a lot of people in the US, like, me, I remember Dreamcast having a lot of Sonic games and fighting games. A lot of Japan will remember having visual novel type games on the Dreamcast. But we've got Resident Evil, or as it's known in Japan, Biohazard, Code Veronica here. That looks like sports game. Grandia, I believe? Yes, Grandia 2. What's the price on that? Less than $5. House of the Dead. Virtual Fighter. I know a lot of people are super into this. This looks like a 2-disc kind of set here as well. Not bad for less than $10. Down here they have some Sega Saturn games. Now, I never owned a Sega Saturn, but one of my favorite Sega Saturn games is Sonic R. It would be really cool to have a copy of that, actually. What is this? Virtual Fighter Kids? This is awfully cute. I see several Puyo Puyo games. These are really cute. They're fun to play. I have the, the Puyo Puyo games. You can play them on Switch if you have Nintendo Online. But these would be really fun to play, and of course you wouldn't really need to know Japanese in order to play them. So, that would be fun. Less than $3. There you go. Oh, there we go. Z Gundam. A Z Gundam game for $1 on Sega Saturn. Alright, let's move up here. I already see some Nintendo Entertainment System stuff. Oh man, let's just dig through here. These sections, I never even know where to begin. I have Rockman 4 for the Famicom, and that one's about 20 bucks. But it's fully boxed, so classic Super Mario Bros. 3. also boxed. I'm always really surprised that so many of these come boxed, and that honestly the condition, this one is even sealed in plastic. That's crazy. So we have the Dragon Ball game right here, also for Famicom. I believe this is Yurusei Yatsura. There we go. These games I really don't think would have come to the US at all. But yeah, there's some old 80s anime game for you. Oh, Fist of the North Star as a game. It looks like that one, wherever this guy usually used to buy it, went for about almost $40. But here they're selling it for about $23. So you definitely get a deal buying it here. I love Nintendo 64 games. That was my first new console as a kid, and I love going through them. I really want to buy a Japanese Nintendo 64. Actually, there we go. There's the original Smash Bros. I really want to buy a Japanese Nintendo 64 because the games are not that bad price. You know, Smash Bros. It's $14. And then, yeah, these can't be the only Nintendo 64 games they have. They've got to have more. Here's some boxed Super Famicom games, or Super Nintendo games. Super Mario Kart, full in the box for $15. You know, not bad if you are, you know, a collector of this kind of stuff. Sailor Moon game. Oh, here we go. Here's more Nintendo 64 games. Okay, so a lot of these are boxed. Puyo Puyo for the Nintendo 64. That's a really cute box. It's not a bad price. Oh my god, this is my favorite Nintendo 64 game of all time. Oh, that might be worth it. $8. Snowboard Kids is a really, really fun. Snowboard Kids? I never noticed that. On the English one, it definitely says Snowboard Kids. Snowboard Kids? That's cute. That's really funny. But yeah, this is such a good game. Honestly, like, the soundtrack for this game is one of the best I've ever heard. Look how big the Star Fox 64 box is. What is in this, actually? Okay, so it comes with the Rumble Pack. That's probably why it's so big. Bomberman for the Nintendo 64. That's Mario Party right here. Here is Pokemon, I think what we called Pokemon Stadium. Yeah, also in Japanese, Pokemon Stadium. They actually don't have as many Nintendo 64 games as I would have thought. These are GameCubes up here, but they do have some good ones. Oh man, very tempted to get this one. Alright, I actually found some more Nintendo 64 games. These are out of box copies, but there's not that many like Nintendo 64 games in general, like each individual title. Pikachu was one of my favorites growing up. Yoshi's Story. Bomberman, F-Zero. Yeah, just like nothing crazy. You know what would be crazy is Harvest Moon 64. That game is pretty expensive. The English version and the Japanese version. Here's some more Super Nintendo or Famicom games. Lots of Mario, lots of ones I usually see. Oh man, it would have been cool to have Ranma games back in the day. There's two Ranma games here. Two different ones. Metroid behind it. Bomberman. Ashita no Joe. Ashita no Joe is a really popular manga series here. And I wonder if the game is fun. It seems like it'd be pretty fun. Tsubasa is a really popular soccer manga in Japan. I've seen quite a bit of these games. Final Fantasy V. This whole thing is Final Fantasy. There's Final Fantasy VI. Ogre Battle. There's Ogre Battle, I remember that for actually the Nintendo 64. Dragon Quest is insanely popular in Japan. I'm pretty sure that these all work, even though a lot of the prices are pretty low. I'm pretty sure they all work, because I think if they don't work, they put them in a different area and mark them as carts that don't work. I found another section of original Nintendo games, Nintendo Entertainment System, or Famicom games. And there's a lot of interesting things that I found here. There's Kuropi for Sanrio fans, fellow Sanrio fans. Some more Rockman titles, just tons of this whole section might be Rockman. I see some Dragon Ball Z in there. If you guys see any games in here that I didn't mention, feel free to put in the comments if they're good games or not. I love the color of the cartridges. Very bright. I think it gives each game, you know, a little bit of flair. There's an Ultraman game. All these games are really good prices. I'm sure they put a lot of the rare games in the back to prevent from stealing. So this section is Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, and at the top, PlayStation Portable, games. Let's see if we can find anything interesting. There's a Metabots game for you Metabots fans. This one's called the Mahjong Police, and I'm not sure what that entails. Power Pieces India, Digimon. They don't have these organized very well. I see some PlayStation Vita, Nintendo DS, Game Boy. Is this a cinema roll game? Oh my word. How much is this? It's $5 for a cinema roll game. Should I get it, guys? My favorite Sanrio character. Might have to do that. Pokemon. Oh, that's a Game Gear game right there, I believe. Yes, Game Gear. Sonic and Tails. I used to own that game. This is an old Harvest Moon game that I used to love, Harvest Moon DS. Those games would be fun to play in Japanese. iShield 21, the famous football manga and anime, has its own game. Not sure that ever came to the US. Hamtaro. I love the Star Ocean games. The Star Ocean games are so good. Fortunately, you can actually get Star Ocean The First Departure on the Nintendo Switch eShop now, so I'll probably get it on there. But the first time I ever played a Star Ocean game was on PlayStation Portable. It's really fun. Here we go. Here's an example of a Nintendo 64 game. They have Behind the Glass, as well as a Super Famicom game. So Rockman 2 at about $23 and 007 at about $30. So yeah, they have these Behind the Glass, but and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for $200. Wow, that is crazy. I don't know much about the rarity of that game, but the Super Famicom version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles might be one of the rare games we've seen here. Wow. Well, guys, just got back. I'm sweating. 25-minute bike ride out in the heat, but yeah, I had a really good time looking at that store. I think they had a lot of stuff that I have not yet seen, and I did just want to let you guys know that I did buy the Snowboard Kids, still in the box, for the Nintendo 64. It's just like my favorite Nintendo 64 game, and one that I really didn't want to pass up, especially for only 891 yen. It's like $8 US. Pretty sure back in the day I paid maybe $30 for the Snowboard Kids Nintendo 64 as a kid, so I would say that's a pretty good deal. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more retro gaming or just game hunting in general videos, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what was your favorite game that you saw, and I will play with you some other time. Bye!